Hello and welcome to 10 of the Best. I'm Grace Ramage, and today the category I'm going to count down is Top 10 Wait for Age Stars. It was an absolute joy reminiscing and reflecting on the achievements of the stars who have found their way into my top 10. In fact, I found it extremely difficult to settle on a top 10 when so many deserve their place.
Going to the lead, Lucky Bubbles. Chautauqua, here he comes, the Thunder down under. Chautauqua race to the lead. What a champion!
It is just impossible not to select him with his racing style. He's one of the most exciting horses I've seen race. Getting back and flying home, you just can't take your eyes off him. And with 3 consecutive TJ Smith Stakes, a Manikato Stakes and a Lightning Stakes, he is proven as one of our best sprinters. Chautauqua's win in the Group 1 Chairman's Sprint Prize at Sha Tin in May 2016 was just unbelievably good.
Race 7, Sha Tin set, and they're off, and Chautauqua was clearly the slowest out of the gates. Strathmore, they're not listening to me. Lucky Bubbles, Chautauqua is winding up. Aero Velocity joined by Strathmore. Lucky Bubbles, Chautauqua still coming. Going to the lead, Lucky Bubbles. Chautauqua, here he comes, the Thunder down under. Chautauqua race to the lead. What a champion!
Apache Cat is flooding down the outside. Here he comes. Apache Cat takes the lead, and what a great win it is.
At number 9, I have chosen the powerful chestnut sprinter, Apache Cat. With an overall record of 19 wins from 43 starts, 7 of his Group 1 victories were Wait for Age events.
On the fence, sneaking through, wide out, stands out, Cochinero the centre. Then Let Go Tomo, Flash Trick, a length and a half, Sonic Quest, and Miss Finland will have to come from last, the Great Mare, as they pass the 550. Charles swinging, Apache Cat is flooding down the outside. Here he comes. Apache Cat takes the lead, and what a great win it is. Apache Cat comes on and wins it. Brown loses the whip past the line in the excitement.
Once I'd straighten, I knew I was always the winner, but getting around the turn, I was a little bit concerned because he didn't sprint under the big weight. And he sort of, like I said, just strung up at a vital stage, but once he got out, 100 to go, he was all over.
But it's takeover target near side being swapped now. Ben Bourne flashing home. Dandy Man the far side, they hit it. Takeover target in a photo.
Now for number 8, and it's a champion sprinter who did us proud overseas, Takeover Target. He captured everyone's imagination, and his record here in Australia obviously ranks with the best, and then he was also so successful on the international stage. He is an automatic selection.
And they're racing. 2 fallers here, but it's takeover target near side being swapped now. Ben Bourne flashing home. Dandy Man the far side, they hit it. Takeover target in a photo.
Oh, probably now that it's all over, it wasn't all that hard. He travelled pretty good. That was my biggest worry in travelling, but he handled that quite easy. He's a tough little horse, and yeah.
Mahogany, Octagonal, Mahogany. Octagonal's got his nose in front. Octagonal wins the Cox Plate.
I'm told I first saw Octagonal as a very young girl when he won the Underwood Stakes in 1996, coming from virtually last around the bend to win, which in the end accumulated to 6 Group 1 Wait for Age victories in our greatest races, including a Cox Plate.
2 further back in the race, then Octagonal 3 deep around Seasky. Danarani on the fence, a length further back, Jern. He's at the tail of the 800-metre mark with Star Dancer. Mahogany rails up with Octagonal at the 200-metre mark. It's on the outside, Octagonal. Mahogany coming at him, stride for stride now on the Cox Plate. Mahogany, Octagonal, Mahogany. Octagonal's got his nose in front. Octagonal wins the Cox Plate.
The crowd roaring, go Lonro, go, but the 3-year-old's in front, Delzeo. Lonro, he's coming, he's going to get there. Yes, Lonro won it. What a champion, what a way to go.
And then only a few years later came along a horse who was able to captivate the racing world just as his father had. Ocky's little boy, Lonro, was without a doubt one of my all-time favourite horses level. Add in a Caulfield Guineas, his record speaks for itself.
And then Royal Coat, who's never been on the track, and Lonro's pulled to the outside as they corner in the Guineas. Now Ebony Knights hit the lead from Magic Hatter on the inside. Then Magic Albert. Here's Pure Theatre coming down the outside. Viscount can't go on. Lonro's coming with a big run down the outside. They're across the track. Pure Theatre and Lonro. Ocky's little boy's taken the lead, Lonro, and pulls away to win the Guineas. is. It's Lonro first.
And none of us will ever forget his win in his third last race, the 2004 Australian Cup.
It's Physique in front. Mummified popped off the fence 3/4 away. 2 lengths to Sound Action. Lonro the inside within 4 of the leader coming around the turn now. And then Del Zao followed by Elstrom. Zachello is hard ridden. Then Fantastic. Maccabi Diva the jewel dropped out last. Physique the leader in the straight from Mummify. There's the gap coming for Lonro. Sound Action tries to pocket him. Beedman in a bit of trouble trying to force through. He got checked, the champ. And Sound Action hit the front now from Mummify. Lonro, the champion's in desperate trouble. Del Zao's gone past him. 150 to go. He's got to the outside. Del Zao in front. The crowd roaring, go Lonro, go. But the 3-year-old's in front. Del Zao. Lonro, he's coming. He's going to get there. Yes, Lonro won it. What a champion. So You Think led by 2 lengths. He shook off Manhattan Rain. Who got you an El Segundo charging home, but it's all over. So You Think is going to go all the way. He's racing clear, and So You Think has bolted in the Cox Plate.
In October 2009, a stunning 3-year-old son of High Chaparral, So You Think, won his first Group 1 with his first Cox Plate victory. He had a total of 7 starts in Australia for 5 wins, 1 second and a third, including a second Cox Plate.
More Joyous the leader. The spark's about to fly in the Cox Plate now. Zipping's pulled out. So You Think went up and levelled with More Joyous up the side. He's taken the lead at the 600. So You Think by a neck to More Joyous. Zipping right from More Joyous. Zipping. Hoobie Got You flashing home on the outside. But So You Think is 3 in front. Hoobie Got You ran to second from Zipping. But So You Think wins his second. So You Think first.
He did a good job, didn't he? He took on the speed and just outpaced him. So what can you say?
He's a totally uncomplicated horse, though, isn't he?
Well, he's got a lot of ability and seems to handle it very successfully.
Yeah, and keeps getting better. That's a scary thing for a horse at only his 10th start.
That's what I hope he keeps doing it.
The Great Western Australian, Northerly's got his head in front of Sunline. 2 to Defire and then Grandira. Northerly's clear at the 100-metre mark. Defire after Northerly. Northerly's going to do it back to back. Northerly takes the Cox Plate a length on the line. Defire.
He had an ungainly running style, yet could dig so deep and could always find more when under pressure.
They file down towards the 1400-metre mark and Sunline. On top by 2 lengths to Viscount, a length into Northerly. He's nice and handy on the outside of Referral. A length further back, Silvano 5th. 6th is Caetano. 7th placing into the back now, King Keitel. And the last of 8, 2 lengths away, Universal Prince. Front, Northerly after Sunline down the outside from Viscount. Sunline the leader, Northerly on the outside and Viscount coming at her. Sunline in front, Northerly the outside going to Sunline. They got very tight, but Northerly wins the Cox Plate.
Damien Oliver must have been an awesome experience on Dane Ripper a few years ago, but against this class of field, what a magnificent animal.
Oh, mate, it was such a nervous finish. I'm lost for words.
Sunline 3 in front, Tie the Knot wearing her down. Sunline in front, Tie the Knot ducks in, and New Zealand takes the Cox Plate with Sunline.
Sunline arrived in Australia in 1998 as a 3-year-old and won the Group 1 Flight Stakes. From there, she won 5 Group 1 weight for age races in Australia, including 2 Cox Plates.
She strode up to the message and went a length in front, and they got 3 lengths in front of Scoozy Please third. Further back in the race then came Testarossa. Sky Heights hard at work at the moment. In front of it Fubu, and 2 further back in the race Referral. But at the 600 and Sunline striding by 3. Scoozy Please is going out after an hour. A length. This is awesome. Back to back. It's all over for Sunline. Look at her go down the straight. 8 lengths in front of Referral and Diatribe. She might be the greatest in the world, Sunline. She streaks home in the Cox Plate. Canters home to the line to win by 6 lengths.
Black Caviar away by 4 lengths to the 150 metres to go. This is unprecedented, 10 straight, but she is unparalleled. Black Caviar, perfect.
Coming in at number 2 is Black Caviar. We thought we may have seen the greatest mares of our generation in the likes of Sunline and Maccabi Diva, but on April 29th, 2009, a filly by Belle Esprit out of Helsinge stepped out in a 2-year-old race at Flemington.
And coming down to the 800 metres, Miss Papier had crossed over and had the lead now. She's in front of Black Caviar, who's away quickly into second spot, and right behind them Kwasa Kwasa on the outside. followed by Take the Rap, and just behind Black Caviar's opening right up and living up to the very good trial. She's sprinting away for Jared Noski, and in the run home, Black Caviar won it by 4 to Kwasa Kwasa.
In a further 25 starts, Black Caviar had not been beaten. She always looked like she was travelling so well and doing it so easily, yet in the wink of an eye, she could put a space of 3 or 4 lengths on her opposition. Among her Group 1 wins were 3 Lightning Stakes, 2 William Reid Stakes and 2 TJ Smith Stakes.
Stand by, they're off and racing. And Bell Sprinter came out last of all. Black Caviar began well. Rain Affair was the best into stride. How Much Do You Love Me going up on the outside. Nolan's bringing Black Caviar along the inside to settle down in 3rd spot. Followed by Decision Time. Haylis was out a little bit wider. Atomic Force just up in front of it. Followed by Title and Sea Siren. Kicked away at the stop of the straight. Nolan asking the mare to come after him now. And in a heartbeat, she raced up and hit the lead. She's giving Sydney some of the black magic. And look at her go, Black Caviar. She raced away. She's going to set a new Group 1 record in Australia. She's truly in a league of her own. Black Caviar racing away from Epaulet. Black Caviar doesn't let us down. Beat Epaulet.
Winks kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win. Winks has bolted in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths to Criterion, but this is a blitz. It's a Winks blitz. 2 in a row, and she joins the all-time greats of the turf.
The first time I started really taking notice of Winks was on the 16th of May 2015 and her win in the Sunshine Coast Guineas. Ridden by Larry Cassidy, she was last at the 800 and still last at the 400. From that position, it was totally impossible that she could win. I remember replaying that race over and over again, trying to work out how she did it.
Winks is last. She'll have to come past the 17 of them. Into the straight and Sky Limit past the 400, kicked away. Worthy Cause now went into 2nd spot, about to give chase. Followed by Ride and Drive. Ullman is next, and Right or Wrong is pulled to the outside. To the 200 metres mark, and Worthy Cause got the Sky Limit. Ullman getting up on the fence. It's Ullman and Worthy Cause there together with 100 to go. Look at Winks. Look at Winks. She's come from last. She stormed down the outside. Oh, what a win. Winks got up and beat Ullman and Worthy Cause in an amazing performance.
Now 15 Group 1s later, including 3 Cox Plates and a current winning streak of 22, she chooses herself as my #1 selection.
1,000 metres to go in the Cox Plate, and it's Galo Chop in front by a length. Second is Folkeswood, 2 further back in the field. Hardham the outside of Seaburge. Then came Winks. Next, Humidor, Happy Clapper. Royal Symphony is last of all. The outside, it's Winks in front by a length. Humidor on the outside is trying hard. It's Winks in front. Humidor's coming at her. Winks is holding on. The great mare completes the great trilogy of the turf.
Absolutely wonderful. This horse is fantastic, and look, the crowd is overjoyed. We're overjoyed.
Thanks for joining us on 10 of the Best. I hope you've enjoyed this edition counting down the top 10 Weight for Age stars. And don't forget, you can get involved by sending through your selections using the hashtag #RacingTop10. See you next time.
And they're racing.